Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? It is Oxnam Gaming 08 here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And also, welcome back to some more Gotham Knights. If you remember in the previous video on this game, we did all of the training exercises in the game, all of the basic ability and advanced training, and we did all 16 of those exercises. And it looks like in today's video, I am going to be starting my Showdown series on this game. So basically, if you do not know, once you defeat a boss in this game, an item that's related to them will appear here, in this area, and that's where the Showdown is. And all you have to do is approach it and hold down the A button in order to open it. And I think we're going to be doing it in order of this way for this series. And it looks like the first Showdown in this series is going to be the Mr. Freeze Showdown. I already completed Showdown. Face the ultimate version, Mr. Freeze, in this Showdown with a shocking new twist. Mr. Freeze's attacks are more aggressive and inflict cybernetic and bioelectric elemental effects. The recommended power level for this Showdown is 9,900. My previous best time on it was 12 minutes 10 seconds. The villain attacks ice and electrical damage, and his weakness is fire. And this is going to be our first Showdown in the series. So if you at any point enjoy, or if you'd like to see this series continue, which I hope you do, then do consider dropping a like on this video, and also if this is your first time watching the channel, do consider subscribing and turning on all the notifications if you have not done so already, so that you cannot miss my future uploads on this game, which is going to be every weekday at 3 PM British time, and subscribing is a brilliant way to helping reach 200 subscribers, which I very much appreciate, assuming that's my next sub goal. And also, only 10% of you who watch my vids are not yet subscribed, so do me a big favour and subscribe if you have not already. And thank you all so much for the love and support on the other videos on this game, and let's get into this Showdown. The relentless Hunter Talons are able to move quickly, strike from close, and... oh, it just disappeared. Yeah, and the area that this Showdown takes place in is the same area it took place in the Mr. Freeze campaign of this game. So what you have to do is install an interrupter, and then a cutscene should play where we see Mr. Freeze. I'm just gonna be quiet for the cutscenes.
Planted the field disruptor. It's charging.
Get away from my storm engine!
What? This piece of junk? Clear out now, or you'll regret it.
Irrelevant! I already have what I need! A storm has risen over Gotham. Nothing can stop it!
You're gonna pay for what you've done here.
Yeah, so this is where the boss battle starts. So basically, in this area, there are these bombs down, and what I'd highly recommend is you run over them really quickly to get rid of most of them, and then start fighting Mr. Freeze. And now Mr. Freeze will shoot these beams, either ice or lightning. And I'd highly recommend that you use ranged attacks in order to hurt him. But if you'll get close, make sure you can pack in a melee strike every now and then if you can. And then he'll do this move where he flies and lands in a new position, and then you just need to continue fighting him from there onwards. And he might even do a fast beam, or these rockets that can launch everywhere. And if you actually unlock the barrage ability, I'd highly recommend that you actually use it to hit him if you have unlocked it, and if you have a full momentum bar in order to perform it. As you can see, I'm just going to pack in a bunch of melee strikes. Oh, I could have done a perfect evade then. Perfect attack, I meant. There we go. And then you'll just, well, watch out, and then at some point during the boss battle, he'll go on top of the storm engine, and you have to shoot him from there. Yup, so from here he'll land on top of the storm engine, and then he'll start shooting down some ice bolts, and then he'll get to these ice beams. They'll try and freeze you, and they'll move in the same direction you're moving. And then you see these circles on the floor. They're basically indications of when a snowball is gonna fall. More like a snow explosion, if you ask me. Yeah, and I think you can still shoot Mr. Freeze from here, but I don't think he'll take any damage. So, yeah, and when you fully freeze up, you'll actually be in a frozen state, and you have to either rapidly tap X in order to, you'll either have to rapidly tap A, or hold A, or X if you're playing on the PS5, in order to escape, depending on which input you put it into for the settings. I remember when Mr. Freeze always used to freeze me. And whenever you have empty ammo, make sure you just press Y if it's empty, and then it'll just automatically reload. So the range attack button also allows you to reload if your ammo is low. I'll just get up here and pack in a few melee punches. Whoop, he's going away. Yeah, and then just do as I mentioned in order to defeat him. Here comes some more rockets. And also, if your character's low on health, make sure you press right on the D-pad in order to make him heal and restore some of their health. Time for a barrage! Aha, there we go. I'm pretty sure those bombs are gonna go off in front of him anytime soon. And also, quick tip guys, also make sure you use your time strikes in order to defeat the bosses in this game. Because I just feel like it'll be a good idea to actually, you know, time up your strikes. Whoops, why do I always keep getting frozen in this boss battle? Whoop, I'm dazed. I'm now going to use a health pack in order to restore my health. Oh, there was just like a little smudge on my screen, that's why I wiped it off. Time for a barrage! It kind of reminds me of the Rocket Raccoon 5-barrel barrage from the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Make sure you guys actually played the Guardians of the Galaxy video game, and it is actually quite good. I mean, I have made one video on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's to showcase all of the unlockable suits available in the game. And I also unlocked it on the same day I unlocked the final costume. Right, as soon as I can do it, I'm gonna go for barrage. Now. Oh, nice. I think his health is at less of a third now. I think every third of his health, he'll do that thing.
There isn't much time until the pulse triggers.
Behold! Gotham without Batman. A disaster. A lost cause.
Yeah, and the reason why all of the characters in this mission use the same... Oh, that thing where he used... At some point during this spin section, the ice lasers will glow red and do the up and down position, and you will have to, like, stay in the same position you are in now in order to not get hit by them, I guess. I also remember about the snowball dropping thing I told you about earlier. Yeah, speaking about achievements, I only have 2 achievements left to unlock in this game. One more secret achievement and one for leveling up the 4 characters. And with the new game update, you actually can play New Game Plus, which increases the level cap to 40. And I don't know how this achievement worked back then before New Game Plus, but I'm pretty sure it became an achievement when New Game Plus was added, I think. I'm not too sure, that's just all I know. Oh yeah, and at this point, And at this point during the battle, Mr. Freeze might actually shoot snowballs out of his blaster. Which in my opinion is pretty much better than the beam as soon as you can easily evade them. And one thing I always think is handy is that when you're trying to dodge heavy attacks like the lasers, always use the sprint, because that seems to get you a lot more further than the evade. Yeah, make sure you use the sprint whenever you can in order to dodge stuff like beams. Yeah, and this is actually also the first video of 2023 that I actually recorded. Yeah, the previous video that was uploaded on New Year's Day, but I recorded it the day before that. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to record a bunch of these boss battles on the same day. I think I might do that, but I'm not actually too sure. I was about to do the barrage, but he actually shot his beam too early. Quick, just sprint away! Gotta activate these bombs. Whoops. Yeah, and the suit Mr. Freeze is in actually kind of reminds me of the suit he has in the Lego Batman movie, which is actually a mech. But the Mr. Freeze mech in this game actually has 4 legs and 4 ranged weapons, and Mr. Freeze's mech in the Lego Batman movie is like an exosuit. Whoop, I'm in my bioelectric state. Yeah, each elemental effect has its own state. So, when you're frozen, you freeze and have to break free. When you're electric and on fire and poison, you receive damage over time. And when you're in... And when you have the star icon, that basically, I think it means you're dazed. I think you know what I mean when I say that. Why is it that I'm always getting frozen in this game? Oh crud, he's still shooting his ice bolts at me. Yeah, one thing I certainly do not like about this boss battle is the beams it has. And the only con I have with this game in general is just the Feral Talons, because in order to defeat them, you have to start by hitting them with a heavy ranged attack by holding down the Y button or triangle if you're playing on PlayStation, depending on which console you're playing on. Ouch! Hey, watch it! This thing's brand new, Freeze! You see that? 2 escapes in a row. Oh, nice! I can do the barrage now! Take that, Freeze! Booyah!
You cannot run from me.
And yeah, when your enemy's health gets low enough, they will glow red. No, their health bar will glow red. Yeah. And that shows that indicates that they're close to being defeated. I always seem to be very happy when the boss's health is at red, because that's where I nearly defeated them. And I think it's actually quite a cool idea that we get to replay the boss battles in games like this. Because if there's one thing I love in video game that is not to do with achievements, it's the boss battles. Not because we get achievements with them, but I think it's because they're like massive enemies to fight. And they always seem to keep me entertained for long periods of time for all the attacks they are able to do. I'm Froxen. Yeah, and if you guys do not know, you can actually spell frozen with an X. That's why I always pronounce that one as Froxen. Nice. And also one thing I forgot to mention, guys, is that when the boss's health is You do not actually have to deplete the whole of the boss's health bar in order to defeat them.
Not so tough now, huh?
Just 9/10 of the health bar.
System overload. Cryogel cycling offline. Hard reset required.
Can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah.
System reset successful. Cryogel cycling online.
You dead in there?
You should have let me die. It would have been so much easier for you.
The weather machine is offline and the storm is clearing.
That ungrateful bastard said I should have let him die. Maybe he's right.
Victor always had the potential to bring disaster to Gotham. Until tonight, a kernel of humanity stopped him.
And now, it's up to me.
Alright, that was quite good. Completed, Mr. Freeze Showdown. Only took me one attempt, there was no deaths whatsoever in that, and I think the most damage I took was I think melee attacks, yeah. And in case you guys forgot, I actually have said that you do not actually have to deplete the entirety of an enemy's health bar in order to defeat them. Only like 9.5 out of 10 of it, yeah. But anyway guys, so like that, I'm going to end the video here. If you at any point enjoyed, which I hope you did, or if you'd like to see this Showdown series continue, which I hope you do, then do consider dropping a like on this video, and also if this is your first time watching the channel, do consider subscribing and turning on all the notifications if you have not done so already, so that you cannot miss my future uploads on this game, which is going to be every weekday at 3 PM British time, and subscribing is a brilliant way to help me reach 200 subscribers, which I very much appreciate. It means that is my next sub goal, and remember that only 10% of you who watch my vids are actually subscribed, so subscribing would be a really big favour for me. But anyway guys, I shall see you on the next video, where it looks like we're going to be facing off Mecha Freeze, which is Mr. Freeze in a mech. Anyway, I shall see y'all then. Goodbye! Have a great day, have fun, and stay safe.